Before you start writing down your virtual assistant goal for the new year, before you start, before you draft your vision board for your virtual assistant journey for the year 2026, I need you to pause for a moment. Because if you set goals without, clarity, without structure, without even you understanding where exactly you are in your VA journey, you might still end up the year feeling so frustrated even after you've worked so hard. I'm sure you don't want that to be like to be your story at the end of 2026. So this video will help you reset properly, like properly, before you set any virtual assistant goal for the year 2026. Hi guys, if today is your first time here, my name is Adebola. I'm an executive virtual assistant and a virtual assistant coach. Here on this channel, I share practical guidance to help aspiring and growing virtual assistants build sustainable careers. Recently, this channel became a YouTube partner. Clock it! And trust me, this milestone reminded me of something very important, and it is that progress does not come from rushing. It comes from clarity, it comes from being consistent, and it comes from you understanding seasons. And honestly, I didn't get here by doing everything at once. I got here by being intentional about what I focused on, showing up consistently, and not comparing my own chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. And that is exactly what I want us to discuss about in this video today. If there is anyone that should, teach you or talk to you about consistency, I think I've earned that that badge. If there is something like that badge to talk to you about showing up, being intentional about what you focus on, and also not comparing. At the beginning of a new year like this, many virtual assistants rush into goal setting. They set goals like, I want to start earning in dollars, I want to land maybe like 5 or 6 clients, I want to start earning so amount monthly. These goals are very good, but trust me, they are incomplete. Yes, they are incomplete, because when you make goals without clarity, without structure, they create pressure. Yeah. And do you know what pressure does? Pressure leads to burnout. It leads to confusion. It leads to you comparing your own, little steps, your own little beginnings to other people that have been in the career or in the industry for years. So I've seen virtual assistants set goals in January and they work so hard for it, but by March they're already they're already exhausted because the goal they set didn't align with where they were in their journey. Do you get? So the most successful virtual assistants are not the ones that they are so quick to setting goals. They are the ones that they are patient to actually build step by step and build correctly. So before we talk about what goals to set, I want us to talk about something even more important than, okay, what goals should I set? Let's talk about, how do I know where I am in my journey? Before setting those virtual assistant goals this year, you need to ask yourself honestly, where exactly am I in my VA journey? Let me come again. Where exactly am I in my VA journey? Yours might be that you are still learning and you are still trying to explore what kind of virtual assistant you want to be. Yours might be that you've trained, but you don't have the confidence to pitch yourself or to even apply to jobs. Yours might be that you started working with clients, but you are inconsistent, or maybe you are struggling to land the next client. Yours might even be that, okay, you've learned, you are working with clients, but you are looking to scale to scale more in the business, or to even specialize. Trust me, these different stages requires different goals. These stages requires different goals. So now, for example, if you are still learning, your goal should not be that, okay, I want to land 10 clients. That should not be your primary goal, like as it is. Your goal should be that you want to gain more clarity on, okay, which niche should I venture into. You want to, master various tools that will help increase productivity when you eventually, start working with a client. And also, if it is that you are working but maybe you are inconsistent, your goal isn't necessarily that, okay, I need more clients, like more clients to the one that I have. Your goal should be that you want to, build better systems that will help the present clients that you are working with, and will help you not to, burn out easily. So if you skip these steps and you set goals that does not align with your reality, frustration is bound to set in. You start, comparing yourself with somebody that has gone 3 or 4 years ahead in the industry, or you now you start chasing milestones that does not align with your present reality, like it does not align with where you are today. So I need you to be very honest with yourself. There is no shame in being a beginner. There's no shame in being in the transitioning stage. Where there is shame is you setting goals that that does not correspond with where you are presently, and you now start wondering, or you now start, getting frustrated at why are you not getting the corresponding result you are supposed to get. So instead of focusing on the numbers, you need to build the foundations first. And here is what I mean. Number one, clarity before ambition. You really need to decide on the kind of virtual assistant you want to go into. Yes, you need to. So for me, I started off as an admin VA, and we have quite a number of, niches. We have the executive VA, we have the admin VA, we have the social media management, we have the customer support, we have the medical virtual assistant, we have the e-commerce virtual assistant, and many others. So for me, I started off as an administrative virtual assistant, and trust me, because I was quite good with a number of things. I could manage social media. I can design. I design well. I mean, graphic designing now. I can edit videos. I wanted to do everything all together. I wanted to. But at a point, I was getting burnout. So I had to just, focus on being an administrative virtual assistant when I started. Yeah. And over time, I transitioned into being an executive virtual assistant. One thing Clarity does is that it helps you to know what to learn. You know who your target audience are. So Clarity actually just helps you to focus more. It helps you to focus on, okay, this is where I'm going. This is what I want to do. And you just chase it. It even helps you to know the tools to learn. So you don't go about learning different tools that they are not like the primary things you should learn. So it helps you to focus. Number two is skill depth, not overload. See, you don't need to learn everything. You don't need to learn everything. Choose the tools that that are very, very important for you to learn in the chosen field. So let's say you're an admin virtual assistant. Definitely you need to master tools for calendar management, master tools for scheduling, master tools for email management, master tools for project management. You might decide to pick one of the project management tools and master. Confidence comes with mastery. When you know something, you'll be so confident in it. You'll be so confident that anybody that comes, you know that, okay, I can handle it. Not that you learn 10 tools that you are not confident in any. We should not do that. So make sure you actually pick tools that are very relevant to the niche that you are in, and you master them. It helps you to boost your confidence. Number three is structure over motivation. Trust me, motivation fades, but structures, they stay. You know, those simple routines, those schedules, those systems, trust me, they will carry you far. They will carry you far. A typical example I can use that and you can relate with is this channel. I don't post every day. I don't post twice a day. I built a structure of, okay, I post once a week. Yes. So one video, clear message with a very clear message. And I did that for 1 year consistently. The same applies to your virtual assistant business. Pick structure. Okay, I'm working 12 hours in a week. Stick to it. I'm working 3 hours a day. Stick to it. It will carry you far. And it also help you avoid burnout. As a VA, the number one thing you don't want to, find yourself in is you being burned out. You don't want to. So pick structures over motivations every other day. So number 4 is visibility with intention. My dear virtual assistant, you don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to be everywhere. Pick one social media platform and be very consistent with it. It might be LinkedIn, it might be Instagram, it might be X. Pick one and make sure you show up. Show up for the next like 90 days and you measure your progress. Being consistent, being present on one social media platform beats as in BEATS, beats you being present on 5 different ones. Because if you are on one, you channel all the energy you want to use on that 5, you channel it into that one. So as a beginner VA, please, I usually advise that you pick one social media platform and you stay consistent on it. Stay consistent for the next, have maybe for the next 30 days or the next 90 days or next 100 days, and you measure your progress. So let me say this clearly. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not late. I know it's very hard when you see other VAs celebrate their wins, celebrate maybe a new client, an update in income, and you are there still trying to, figure out your first step. You are still trying to figure out, okay, what should I do next? You get? But one thing I want you to know is that growth is silent. Yes, growth is silent, and the foundation you are building right now, it matters. It matters a lot. Every skill you are learning, every small steps you are taking, every time you choose to show up when you don't even feel like, that is what progress actually looks like. For you, that is progress. And when you are intentional about it, it lasts. It lasts. So I want you to give you the I want you to give yourself the permission to actually move at your own pace. Remember, it is your journey. It is your own journey. It is not a race. So give yourself that permission to be yourself in your journey. So here are 4 virtual assistant goal setting framework that you can put in place. Number 1 is clarity goal. What do you want to be known for? Okay, I want to be a virtual assistant for coaches. I want to be a virtual assistant for founders. I want to be a virtual assistant for CEOs. You need to be able to answer that. Number 2 is skill goal. So you have to, pick a skill that you want to be intentional on, like intentional learning. So is it that you want to learn a sana so that you can help anyone you are working with, manage their project efficiently, or you want to learn buffer so that, okay, when you have a client that wants you to be a social media manager for them, you help them to, schedule their post correctly. So this goal is one thing you should have as well. Number 3 is visibility goal. Which of the social media platforms will you love to, to show up consistently on. Okay, it is LinkedIn. I want to post every day on LinkedIn. Or it is X. I want to show up consistently on X every day. Number 4 is system goal. So you should have a system that will help you stay organized. So it might be like a daily routine, or like a weekly routine that would include say client work time, learning time, content creation time. So you should also put that in place. So I would go over it again. You should have your clarity goal, what you want to become, skill goal, the skills you need to intentionally improve on, visibility goal, which of the social media platforms will you love to show up consistently on, and system goal, something that will help you stay organized. So when you have these 4 things in place, you have a strong foundation already. So I need you to write them down, revisit them. You can adjust them as you grow. Yes, you can adjust them as you grow. And this is not about perfection. This is about you having a system in place, having something that works, something that is like a direction for you. So here is my candid advice to you. You don't need to rush this in. Yeah, you absolutely don't need to rush. All you need is clarity, you need consistency, and you need to be patient with yourself. You need to be very patient with yourself. Allow yourself evolve. Allow yourself go through your journey. You get, and be intentional about all the learning, all the pruning, everything that actually comes with you going through that journey. So if you are building a career as a virtual assistant, this channel is here for you. I am here for you. So on this channel, that is what we do here. I help you, build a sustainable virtual assistant career. So like this video, subscribe if you have not, and also, share with other virtual assistants that you know. And also, I would love to know your virtual assistant goals if you have them already for this year. I would love to see them in the comments. Yeah. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.